Welcome everyone to CypherHaunt. My name is Yuri Lavor, and this is another episode of our weekly crypto recap. In this episode, I share with you all the news that has come out about crypto for the past week. We'll do some technical analysis with Bitcoin, and I'll tell you all about an altcoin that I am potentially going to be investing in. Now, all of the information here is my opinion only and not a financial advice. Please do your own research, you guys. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you all think. All right, so the first thing I want to tell you guys is from 334 billion, we went down to 263. So this was a pretty tough week, and yesterday was a pretty tough day, and today pretty much nothing has happened, so it's very flat today. We did have a bit of a green old coins like Happy Coin come out, and of course a lot of in the red, and Tron, their testnet is not doing as well, but you know, we have some optimism out there. All right, so the first thing is, let's talk about the news. So Light Pay sadly got canceled, and this is due to the hostile actions. Now, it's not providing us with anything else, and they haven't really told us what they spend their money on, but nevertheless, Light Pay got canceled. Also, Twitter came out and said they're going to be banning all of the ICO ads, and that pretty much means they don't want scams out there. So a lot of ICO scams. So they're not necessarily against crypto, but they are against ICO ads. Also, Binance is under an investigation in Japan. Now, keep in mind that Binance announced last week that they're going to be moving to Malta. However, if they are convicted and if there's something happens there, even if they're in Malta, the Malta has to honor of whatever Japan convicts them with. So they can't really get away with that, but nevertheless. Also, we have this this new article in Medium, and it's very controversial, you guys. It's about how Bitcoin is being manipulated by cartel. And I'll leave a link below so you guys can actually read it. There is a lot of speculation about it. They talk about how cartel is basically bought and last year in October, and they started to basically dump, and they show a couple of a couple of charts where exactly what happened, and they say that they have this proof, and they compare this chart to the uranium chart. I mean, to me, it's very skeptical. I'll leave a comment below, a link below, so you guys can read about it. But I just found it interesting. Also, we had European Union came out with their privacy law that they will essentially is going to impact blockchain. Now, so you guys understand is that the whole point of this law is that, let's say if you have like a business has your information, right? Let's say you open up a bank account in Europe, right? We'll call it like Ukrainian bank or whatever, right? So you want to close now that account, right? And you don't want them to have your information. So basically, as you go there and you tell them, okay, so remove all my information there, I'm done, right? Well, I worked in a couple of financial institutions, and I know for a fact that they keep your information. That's intentional to try to get you back. But I just don't understand how this is going to work with blockchain. Because if you think about it, on a blockchain, once you put the data in, the whole purpose of the blockchain is you can't replace it or delete it, right? The whole idea is that it's there stored forever, right? So how is it actually going to work? We don't know. All right, and one of my most favorite news that I read this week was about Telegram, that they're doubling down on their ICO, and it's going to be now 1.7 billion. Keep in mind, this is an ICO, and they're actually going to try and raise as much as 2.5 billion. So they weren't happy with 850. They got 1.7 now apparently, and they still gonna shoot for more. I mean, I don't know how much money you need really for this ICO. I get it that it's you know, like cloud storage, and it's I mean, they have a big following. It's a big company, established company. But come on, you guys, 2.5 billion for an ICO. That's a lot. All right. Also, we had Chile come out and state that they're going to be cutting all the ties with crypto exchanges, and even Kazakhstan central bank wants to ban crypto. So all this FUD in the news, and essentially the money has gone down, right? All right. The on the brighter side is that we did have Belarus come out and state that they're going to be legalizing all of the crypto related services. So basically, any type of business activities, exchanges, services, ICOs, mining operations, and smart contracts are going to be free, tax free in Belarus. Also, we had Bitfinex state that they're actually going to be moving to Switzerland. And that is due because Switzerland is, their regulations are friendly basically to crypto. And after they announced that, it was kind of funny to see that major banks in Russia, they're going to be basically pilot their crypto transactions in Switzerland as well. So Switzerland may essentially be the safe haven for all the crypto in Europe. Another news about Ford is that they came out and stated they're going to have a car-to-car crypto transactions. And the way that it will work is basically the cars essentially going to like trade crypto between each other as you're driving, right? As the lanes are slower, if you want to go faster, whatever you trade, and they let you in and you can drive. To me, it's a little funny because like when I drive, you guys, I see a lot of road rage. So I don't know how how effective this will be. But nevertheless, this is an interesting idea. All right, biggest news that I've seen this week was basically on Coinbase. Now, the reason why it's the big news is that if you think about what Coinbase is trying to accomplish, they want to be like the exchange, right? The world exchange. So they have plans to basically expand everywhere, right? And that is why now they came out and said they're actually going to be adding all of the ERC20 tokens. Now, we don't know which ones, right? But they are going to be adding them. So potentially you're looking at Coinbase growing a lot more. Okay, and let's see here. NVIDIA CEO believes that cryptocurrency will be the core business for companies. So basically, NVIDIA is not stopping. They think that crypto is going to be good. They're building the GPU, and it's going to be good overall. And also, Kick App is going to partner up with utility technologies to spread token to mainstream gaming. Now, this is basically, you guys, reminded me of how Goldman Sachs has invested in Circle, and Circle bought Poloniex now, right? So this is essentially how the gaming industry's money can enter into the crypto services by investing into the Kick app. Okay, let's see here. And one of the probably the brightest news that I've seen was that as big investors will come, all hell will break loose in crypto in 2018, says the Arba CEO. All right, so I hope it's soon, but we never know. So let's do a little bit of technical analysis here. From where we were with Bitcoin, essentially we just plummeted down to about 6,500. So my goal is, you guys, to basically set up a couple of orders. Now I think it is going to go to closer to 6,000. It's the trend is just so bad right now. We rarely had any green days this week, and you know, today we see a little uprise, but yesterday it was completely flat. So basically means people don't know really what's going to happen. And because there's so much FUD in the news, I do still think this has room to go to about 6,000. And then maybe when more money will come in, that's when we can bounce it. However, Now we don't really have to go, if we look through this trend line, we don't really have to go to 10,000 to have the run, right? To break this purple trend line, we would now have to go to about 9. And if we can go to 9 in the next week, right, that would essentially show us that we are now in a bull run. So we will definitely see. Now what I'm doing is, again, it's my opinion, not a financial advice, but I am setting up buy orders about 6,500, 6,100 about here. If it doesn't get there, I might consider getting it at about 72. But again, I think it's gonna go down a little bit more. Okay. And my coin for the week is Oyster Pearl. So you can find this coin on Kucoin. And the reason why I like this is because they actually announced their airdrop that's going to happen on the 6th, which is next Friday. So what I'm going to be doing is, I think it's a really good project. I am going to do a video on it. But from their highs of $4, they're right now 1. So if I were to get in and at least double my money plus get these airdrop, right? And essentially in the end of the month, they're going to have their main net release. This could be a pretty nice trade. All right, so this is pretty much all. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Please leave a comment below. Thank you for watching.